Tailor's tape is an indispensable tool in sewing, and you need a proper understanding and knowledge on how to use it. In this video, I'll be guiding you on how to read the tailor's tape properly. The tailor's measuring tape has two sides, the inches side and the centimeter/millimeter side. The inches side. The inches side has the major divisions, which are these numbers, bold numbers, and the minor divisions, which are these tinier lines. These tinier lines are divided into 8 equal parts in this type of tape. Some come into 16 equal parts, 4 equal parts, but this comes in 8 equal parts. So I expanded it on this paper for better clarity. So this is the starting point, which I designated as 0. And this metal plate covers these tinier calibrations here. So I expanded it here. So this starting point, this one, is 1/8. I'll write it out so you can see it. 1/8. The second line is 2/8. The third line, 3/8. The fourth line, 4/8. Fifth line, 5/8. Sixth line, 6/8. Seventh line, 7/8. Eighth line, 8/8. Now, simplifying these fractions to its minimal form makes it easier for you to use these calibrations. So looking at this first one, you see it is 1/8. 1 can divide itself and also 8 to give you still 1/8. Breaking down this 2/8 gives you 2 dividing itself 1, and dividing 8 gives you 4. So this line turns from 2/8 to 1/4, which is equivalent to 1/4. So this second line here is the 1/4. This line is the starting point, so it is not included. This is the second line, 1/4. Then the next line is 3/8. 3 can divide itself but cannot divide 8, and there are no other numbers that can divide both of them. So 3/8 still remains 3/8. 4/8. 4 dividing itself gives you 1. 4 dividing 8 gives you 2. So this 4/8 line becomes 1/2, which is half. So 5/8 remains as 5/8, because 5 can divide itself but cannot divide 8, and there are no other numbers that can divide both of them. So 6/8, you see 2 can divide 6 and also divide 8. You have 2 dividing 6, you have 3, and 2 dividing 8, you have 4. So this line becomes 3/4, which is 3/4. 7/8 remains 7/8. Then 8/8, 8 crossing out itself is 1, and also 8 crossing out itself down there is also 1. So 1/1 is 1. That is why this line is 1. Moving on, this line is now 1/8. 1/8. So I have simplified it here, so I'll just write the fractions out in its minimal form. So 1/8, 1/4, that is 1/4, 3/8, 1/2, that is 1/2, 5/8, 1/3/4, that is 1/3/4, 1/7/8, then 1/8/8, which is also 1, that is 1 plus 1, which is 2. That is dividing 8/8, you have 1. So adding the 1 and 1, and the 1 you get from the 8/8 division, you have 2. So that is why this major line is 2. So it moves on, it's progressive like that. So this is now 2 1/8, 2 1/4, 2 3/8, 2 1/2, and on. It goes on. Now, sometimes you may see these, you may see a measurement that bears decimal points. For example, 30.25 or 30.5 or 30.75. How would you know how to measure 0.25, 0.5, 0.75 on the tape? Now I will show you how to convert these fractions to decimal. Now the lines that are used often in measuring are this 1/4, half, and 3/4. On the tape you have it as this line, this one, jump one, this one, you jump one, then this one. So now you see them, they are quite longer than the rest. They are quite longer than these other ones. So now converting, I start with 1/4, that is 1/4. Converting 1/4 to decimal, this is where mathematics comes in. I will show you, if you're someone like me that really wants to know how is it derived. But if you're not like me, I will tell you at the end how to just have it offhand and go your way. So 4 outside 1, this is long division method. So 4 dividing 1 gives you 0. You cannot go, you put point, you add decimal points and add, you add decimal points and add 0 here. Please don't mind this. So 4 dividing 10 gives you 2. So 2 times 4 is 8. That is, gives you 2, remaining 2. 2 times 4 is 8. At this point, 10 minus 8 gives you 2. 4 divided 2 cannot go, you add 0. So 4 divided 20 gives you 5. 5 times 4 is 20. You see it has rounded off. 20 minus 20 is 0. Converting 1/2, half to decimal equals, using the long division method again, 1 inside, 2 outside. 2 divide 1 cannot go, you put decimal point, 2 and add 0. 2 divide 10 gives you 5. 5 times 2 is 10. 10 minus 10 is 0. So 3/4 here, converting it to decimal, you have 3 inside, 4 outside. You put the decimal point and add 0. 4 divided 30 gives you 7, remaining 2. 7 times 4 is 28. 30 minus 28 is 2. 4 divided 2 cannot go, add 0. 4 divided 20 gives you 5. 4 times 5, 5 times 4 is 20. So 20 minus 20 is 0. But you cannot do same with these other ones. They have recurring numbers. You have the same number coming up over and over again. So let's not bother about that one. So in a nutshell, note that 1/4 is equivalent to 0.25. 1/2 is equivalent to 0.5. Then 3/4, that is 3/4, is equivalent to 0.75. So whenever you see any number or any measurement bearing these decimals and these numbers, you just know that it is 1/4. So you go straight to the 1/4 line on the tape and measure it. Moving on to the centimeter side. The centimeter side also has the larger division lines and the smaller ones. These larger ones are in centimeters, while the smaller ones are in millimeters. And 10 of these small ones makes the big one. They are divided into 10 equal parts. So taking off from this starting point, which is also like here, you have 1 millimeter, 2 millimeters, 3 millimeters, 4 millimeters, 5 millimeters, 6 millimeters, 7 millimeters, 8 millimeters, 9 millimeters, then 10 millimeters, which is equivalent to 1 cm. So 10 millimeter makes 1 cm. So then next is 1.1 cm, which can also be expanded as 1 cm, 1 millimeter, but it is cumbersome to call it this way. So you call it 1.1 cm, 1.2 cm, 1.3 cm, 1.4 cm, 1.5 cm, 1.6 cm, 1.7, 1.8, 1.9, and 2 cm. Moving on, 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, 2.4, 2.5, 2.6, and so on, cm. So cm is quite straightforward, if I'll say that, because once you see a measurement like 2 cm, you know it is just straight 2 cm here, and on the tape somewhere here. So if you see like 2.1 cm, you know, if you see like 2.1 cm, you know it is here. 2.4 cm, you know it is here. Yeah, so like that, and you measure, you take your measurement that way. So up to this point, if you have gotten value for your time, I would like you to subscribe and also leave your comments at the comment section, and also like the video if it has been of any value to you. Thanks for watching.